The audio is a little bit better right now.
Well, hopefully. It looked like the frame rate became a little bit better, too. Getting a little bit of an echo, but if that's not playing havoc with anybody, then hopefully it is better. So Dave straight to the board again with an 8. Connor throws a St. Pete. Wait, it's a very nice shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went the first game without any audio, Bill.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
Yeah,
Still
technical
working these
difficulties.
things out.
We had some great banter, but we can bring it back for the second game.
Absolutely.
His friends will be happy because the drive-by call
Bring
was
it back.
not
So
there.
if there was no audio, obviously Connor won the first game. Walking away has been playing pretty well. Put Dave on his heels. Where I don't know if you can see it on the video. His body language is not positive.
What's our current tally right now?
There's 7 red on the board with Connor's hammer to come.
I'm really sad about the missing audio track in the first game because
There
we
was
were
some-
really hitting our stride.
I tell you, there was some phenomenal commentary in that first game.
If anyone's thinking about a sports Emmy nomination for today's show, I don't think it's going to happen. And I'm going to look right at the guys in the truck on that, which is me. We don't have a truck. We've got a bar. We've got a bar set up here.
A little wet bar set up here. It's very, very
We got
nice.
some power strips and a lot of
I think
cables.
we did all right. Maybe we'll get some of the kinks ironed out for the mixed doubles final tomorrow night.
Yeah, and if not then, for the men's finals. What we got?
Over Labor Day weekend, the men's finals. So Dave
audio?
board again,
All right.
and I think he's looking to utilize what we lovingly call here Bruin Alley, potentially. Let's see. Right now, Connor, Dave 14, Connor 46 at the moment.
All right, I think that's a little bit better. Turn down the monitor
Dave
a little
attempts
bit.
to push himself
Much better.
in
Okay,
behind
there we
his
go.
block, but fails and clears the board for the most part.
We're definitely not going to get an Emmy nomination for sound, I'm told.
Maybe editing eventually.
Possibly. Hopefully the audio was captured somewhere. The audio in my mind was dynamite
Well,
in the
must-
first game. In the first game, it was great. What the heck is the score right now, Bill? Because I don't even know.
14-46.
14 and 46.
Yep.
Very good. Thank you. You know, the beauty of a live stream is you can get feedback from the audience, and they can tell you that your audio levels aren't high enough.
Very, very much so.
So we thank everybody out there. Hold on, I'm going to check the number of streams.
No? Much better. There we go. Okay, good. Well, we're getting some very nice feedback on the text stream saying much better.
All right,
So
very
here's-
good. Okay, so we're pushing the right buttons
So-
back
and
here.
there's okay. So the prop bet was 1.5 dropped sticks. We're at 1 now.
Oh, we just saw the first drop stick. Indicative of a player's frustrations.
Everybody I polled was taking the over on that prop bet. By the way,
I didn't make it over to the Meadowlands to place my action, but I know where I would be putting my money.
okay. There's a bit of a lost hammer there, but the 10 off red will factor in to the game here, of course. And we are now at Dave 4, Connor 46.
It's Hammer Time Strengths, and hopefully he's going to be able to make a move here.
Yeah, I'd like to see him make a battle out of this at some point. It just doesn't seem like he's comfortable today.
He's playing in a proper shoe.
So there's
He's generally more of a flip-flop player, I thought, but maybe not in the championships. Connor's not going to leave that 8 there for long, that's for sure.
No, he definitely cleared it and left his own. Not sure it's behind the block enough, and it
See, a
isn't.
little piece of that
Dave takes the 8 himself.
He was wishing that thing would catch some breaks and possibly land in the 10 off, but that was not the case.
little interaction between the players there. I wonder if that's a little bit of an attempt at gamesmanship there. Definitely a missed shot there, a missed open weight by Connor that we haven't seen yet today. Dave elects to cover his 8 on the board, and now Connor has the choice to.
That's a wise play. Connor's just going to go pick up something on that open right side. You know, he's sitting on a 4-disc
No, he went to clear.
And he gets
and he's able to clear, leaving Dave an open side to score on. Still, you know, using of the hammer if he does score here. And it does come up with the 8. So definitely a good use of the hammer by Dave. If he can do that again on the comeback, it might be a tighter game here.
All right, 46 and 12.
Yeah, so Dave 12 with the red weights, Connor 46 with the black.
So that's a 4-disc differential by my math?
Yeah, potentially, but you know the idea is you utilize your hammer and you try to steal his, and then you get 2 more. So hopefully, if Dave can make it a game, and out of character, Connor goes straight to the board here with the 7. Dave to clear. He might look back at that and regret that open there. I think you want to keep your weights higher on the board, especially with the lead. But we'll see how it works out. You never know here at Montclair Beach Club. Connor back to the board with an 8.
Well, it was textbook kitchen bait, and Dave went for it, and that's why they call it kitchen bait.
That might be what Connor was looking for him to leave him on the board. So now it's 8 red, 7 black.
He's got that nice deep 7 back there. I mean, I think Strenzy does have a look at it. We'll see.
Sure he does. Connor looking to lay up in front of Dave's 8. Comes a little short. Maybe he blocked his deep 7 a little bit better. I'm not sure. Dave's got a pretty good eye for these types of shots.
He's got a piece of it.
He got a piece of it, yes. Clears it, so it's 8 red only now. Well executed shot. Connor clears Dave's 8, so now Dave has his hammer with basically an open board.
One of the toughest shots in shuffle.
It always is.
Looks like he's going to take a 7.
He's going to take a 7 and run, and now we'll see where we stand in the second game. I'm not sure where the frustration came from with Connor there in that round. Why the hard shot? Sometimes if you shoot them harder here, they go a little bit straighter. So at the moment, Dave 19, Connor 46. Again, great thanks to Patty Brune on the ground, flashing the scores, and everybody involved. If we didn't name you, we still love you. It's our first go at this, so we're trying. Okay, Dave opens with the Tampa Pilot, interestingly, and Connor tries to go center line score behind it on his side. Dave throws the Rick patented
drive-by.
Drive-by, yeah.
Muted drive-by.
So see what Connor goes for here, if he's going to set up a block or if he's going to score again. Try and put her down here. And he does. That's 15 black behind the Tampa Pilot.
That's a lot of points.
Well, no doubt Dave's going to come after it. And he does.
And he gets 1, keeps the 8.
So
nice shot.
8 red, 7 black. Very good shot. Sure he was looking to clear both, but he'll take the 1 for the moment. And Connor comes in and touches the Tampa just a little bit.
It's just a taste on the way by.
Giving Dave a combo shot that he likes to try, pretty much in line. So he comes after this. And he got it. So that's 15 red, 10 off black. And
that's the shot that Dave's been looking for.
I think we just saw Dave wake up.
That's a well-protected kitchen shot, too.
It's going to depend on how Connor reacts here. A little adversity in game 2. Okay.
Takes a
Well,
look at it
he
and-
mitigated the 10 off, so it's going to be 7 red, 2 off black. Not a terrible shot. Always good to mitigate that 10 off and not let it rattle you too much.
Well, it's hard to get rattled when you're sitting on that kind of a lead. That was a smart play from Connor. But the kind of play that gets you there. That's what gets you to the finals.
So Dave now sits at 26. Connor has 44 after the 2 off. Okay. Dave attempts to go straight to the board again. Little short on the 10. Connor clears but leaves the weight. Dave looking to utilize Brune Alley.
He's coming down. Brune Alley.
That's
a
a
little
little hot.
and
Oh
he's
my
not going to
goodness.
like that.
Straight
He's
into the
not
kitchen.
going to like a look at that.
He is not going to be happy with that. Matter of fact, I think he's walked all the way over to court 3. Try and walk it off. And Connor has a choice here, I guess. Maybe push his black weight up and score or block the 10 off. Looks like a block to me.
Closing up an alley and a shot at the kitchen.
Clear of the inside weight, which was the better scoring weight by Dave. So 10 off red still. Otherwise, no score on the board. Thank you for the text from my wife, by the way. Always 100% right, honey. Well done. Interesting experience live streaming here. Good use of the hammer again by Connor Lawrence. 10 off red, 7 black, which will come to a total of, for Dave, 16 to 51 for Connor. I think Connor's settled back in after that 10 off scare there and Dave's heavy push in the round before. What do you think here, Rick?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way that it's shaping up, the discs are definitely falling in Connor's favor. Strenzi had an opportunity with that 10 off, and then once Connor put him in the kitchen on the other side, took the wind out of his sails.
Yeah, had a little bit of momentum there, I think, and you're right. I think, just like in any sport, momentum can shift at a moment's notice. And even late in the game, it'll turn the whole match. 8 for Dave, clear by Connor. Well done.
It's on here.
So just the 8 red on the board at the moment. Connor went for a bit of a split there that didn't work out. And it's back. It's back.
The internet's a busy place, and we're working on a Wi-Fi connection. I think we should look to a direct. What do they call that when you plug that right in the back there?
Yeah, Ethernet.
Ethernet, yes.
Yeah,
Ethernet.
hardwired Ethernet connection.
Either that, or we should be smoking ether.
Oh boy! And Connor clears Dave's 8 and throws him straight into the kitchen with the 10 off. All Dave can do is smile and shake his head as. And he clears it. So
what
that's
a shot. What a shot.
That's
a
a
textbook
nothing
shot.
That's a nothing round and another stolen hammer here.
That's not a psychological nothing round though. It was big for Dave to clear that 10 off. And again, that's his shot.
So Dave 16, Connor 51 as the score stays the same with no score on the board.
51 and 16, and again, we're playing to 75. This being the second of 3 games.
Potentially 3 games.
Connor taking the first one and has a sizable lead in the second.
Any skew to my commentary should be excused, as Connor is my son. Thank you very much.
We're really racking up the streams here today, Bill.
Really? Where are we now, Rick?
Yeah, we're up to 7.
7 views? Nice.
Yeah,
well,
so the 2018 Super Bowl rating is safe.
Yeah, that would be an understatement, I think. And Dave went straight into the 10 off. Adolph going for the highlight reel with the call of the 10 off there, I think. we might have to consider him for that. Connor again electing to cover the 10 off, even though he's up 30 plus points here.
Oh my!
A nice combo shot by Dave, which clears
what
the 10
a shot.
off. No score on the board.
I'm gonna go golf clap on
Yeah,
that shot up here.
It's a good shot. Again, so sorry if we lost the audio in the first game, boy. We were hitting it out of the park there, Rick.
Yeah, we really were, and it takes me back to my college radio days. We did a show at WLVR, Lehigh University Radio, and our show was 4 to 7 a.m. on a Saturday night / Sunday morning, and we took a phone call in the studio one night. You guys are playing dead air, and we're like, well, thanks for listening, and the heads up. So.
It's very nice.
It's show.
Not just a flashback, but an actual
30 years later, I still can't get the audio
reliving
right.
Of
the college days.
Yes.
Yes, those were days. This is going to be a nice shot for Strenzy if he can hang on to that 8, and he did. Clears Connor's 8 and scores himself an 8. Again,
a beautiful day for shuffleboard. The high clouds have cleared. Very warm out, and appreciating, as I've been prompted to once again, even though we have 2 or 3 times, the volunteering of time by our linesmen. They're doing a great job. Dave 24, Connor 51 currently as we open this round. I wish I had the perspective we have here. A lot of bald spots getting sunburned today, which
somebody should off a hat
is not something I've ever observed before during shuffleboard, since we're a bit elevated here, which it's kind of interesting.
But look at that head of hair on Peter.
Yeah, well. Always surprising to not see Peter in these finals.
No, he's one of the perennial favorites to win this tournament. And this year, I don't know what it was with Peter's game. He seemed a bit off. Maybe he wasn't applying himself. It wasn't his best year down here. The ambient noise is coming through nicely.
If you haven't already and you are watching, please subscribe. We're looking to usurp the latest Super Bowl ratings, if that's possible.
I think they had like 1.5 million streams, maybe more. It might have been 3 million.
So 8 red, 7 black as the wall of Strenz emerges at the top of the court.
It's a key defensive play. Connor's going to take a look, but I don't know where that disc is going to go.
Yeah, that's going to curve off. I think he knew what the break was there. Threw it a little hard just to be.
So Strenzy picked up 8 on that?
8-7. Yeah, Strenz got 8. Connor got 7. So they're both marching a little bit further here.
Advancing the ball.
Definitely a steal of the hammer once again. I wish I had kept count.
All right, so that's 32 for Dave now and 58 for Connor.
Correct. as we move on to Connor's second hammer.
We should do a shout out to Connor's brother, who's joining us via the magic of the World Wide Web.
Yes, up at the RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology, as well as his sister at Loras College in Dubuque, Iowa, and his younger brother, Brian, in Woodstock, Illinois, which interestingly was the site of the movie Groundhog Day.
Oh, but the action was set in Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, Puxatawney, Pennsylvania is quite the muddy hole without the expletive in between. So they had to find a site that they could actually film.
That's a nice 7 for Strenzy.
That's 7 down there. It's buried pretty well behind a couple of blocks.
Is that thing going to hook in?
My guess would be that Connor clears the split weight in the middle of the board to keep the board open for himself with his hammer.
He can take a shot at that disc at the crossroads and possibly even pick off that set. Oh, look at this.
Winds up,
I wonder if this 8 sticks. Adolph's going to take a look at it.
Yep. Here comes the call from Adolph on the floor. 7 red only.
7 red only?
Just been informed that at least one of Connor's grandmothers is watching as well.
Let's go, Jim.
Jim Grady joining us here in the booth. Jim, would you like to take one of the mics and say something?
Here, put on your headset. Join us.
Thank you, Bill. First, I'd like to thank you, Jim, for arranging this whole situation here. You're doing a great job. It appears that Strenz has somewhat stopped the bleeding here in game 2.
Waiting on a score update from the courts here for you, Jim. There we go. Dave 39 currently. Connor 66.
All right. Well, we are close to what could be a 2-game sweep for Connor. So I'm going to hand back over the mic to our legendary shuffleboard man here. And once again, thank you all for being part of this. And hopefully we'll see you for the mixed doubles tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'll be playing, so not commentating, unless someone puts a headset on me at that point.
Well, I can handle the commentating for that game.
Oh, very nice. Excellent.
Or we'll bring in Kevin Lodwick.
I'm gonna have to hold you to that. Jim Grady will be manning the booth on the mixed doubles final tomorrow with Rick.
Well, I don't know about that. But Rick, I'm going to hand back over to you because we may be very close to a victory here for Connor Lawrence.
Okay,
Rick.
That's an 8 black behind a nice St. Pete block by Connor.
That was a nice treat having tournament director Jim Grady up here in the booth. We thank Jim for stopping by.
Connor with 16 on the board. Dave still has the hammer.
Connor is not missing a shot. I don't think he's missed one yet in the game. In the match.
Oh boy. So hold for your number here.
Pair
Peter
eights.
calls 8-8. As we move deeper into this game, it sounds like Connor's 1 point away from sweeping the finals.
Wow, what a run this is going to be. What a run
correct?
this is going to be. Wow,
So
he sits at 74.
So for all of our dyslexia patients out there, Dave 47, Connor 74.
Is it a numerical pass?
And Connor throws his first weight off the board with Sans hammer. Interesting open. Wonder where he figured that one out from.
I think I've seen that play before. The apple not falling far from the tree. Why put a disc in harm's way?
Exactly.
When you're sitting on that kind of a lead.
Oh, he kind of left one there. I think he meant to clear that completely, but we'll see how it works out. Dave clears. Connor electing to try and score, bump a weight here and score.
Pick up the 8.
He definitely gets the 8, which I don't think he wanted, but we'll see how it plays out.
Dave's going to try to put this in the kitchen. And he sticks it.
And Dave makes a kitchen play. Very
Now,
well done.
It's kind of going to leave that. I mean, I might just leave that.
Well, he left it
He
anyway.
left it anyway. One goes in, one goes out, as is so often the case.
And Dave with his hammer play, he'll get an 8.
And he picks up the 8.
Bit of a turn there. See how it affects the young man today. So 55-64 now. Connor still with a narrow lead at the moment. But with the hammer both ways now. Nice high St. Pete block by Connor. Leaving the board open for himself. Dave clears, which would seem to be not a great play without the hammer, in my opinion, but see how it plays out. These boards can get very interesting very quickly. So Dave, after clearing Connor's St. Pete block, opts to score on his side of the board. Connor to clear. I wonder if he got it to the middle line there. We'll have to wait for Peter.
8 black only?
8 black. Which will force Dave to clear. I think he might have left the 8. 8 red now. Good shot. Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
So, nice shot by Connor, first of all. This round winds up 10 off red, 8 black, which is going to make us 45 to 72 in favor of Connor.
He's got one more hammer to put it away.
Dave straight to the board with an 8. Again, no surprise there. Little aggressive, little dangerous. Seeing if he can cause some middle board play here. Hopefully, he can get a 10 off out of it.
Shuffle is a dangerous game. Lots of elements of danger.
Connor, I think, looking to lay up in front of Dave's 8 there. Didn't work out for him. Came a little short. But again, little bit of nerves, I guess.
Is that a pair of 8s for Strenzy?
That is 16 red currently.
Tucked away nicely there.
Oh,
and a taste of that biscuit.
Gets
This could be the break that Strenzy's looking for.
So, not a bad clear.
Is he going to keep the 10? He's going to keep the 10.
Hammer. 26 red currently.
Effective block gets
and
2
takes
and
the
keeps
16.
The 8. Wow.
So 10 red, 8 black.
That was a great shot.
Very good, very well done. Very well done.
Oh, and Strenzy threads the needle
Clear.
and picks up the 8.
So
nice shot. Nice shot from Dave Strenz.
18 red. Definitely a good shot from Dave. We'll see what Connor does here. He has the game on his stick. Goes for the 10.
And
that's
picks up
game
the 10, and that's game.
and match. Connor Lawrence.
2018.
Congratulations. 2018 men's singles champion at Montclair Beach Club.
This is his first championship. Not the first championship in the family. And yeah, we'll be back with post game later.
We'll see who we can get up here to join us in the booth, maybe.
All right, right on. All right.
Give it a shot here.
Exactly. Good show, everybody. All right, let's wrap it up.
You should be proud, man. You should be proud, Bill.